Chairman of the session, my co-presenter, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. In the next 10 or 15 minutes or so, I'll be presenting the fire management system which we envisage for our department, and I hope this will see the light of the day with the active collaboration of what Major General Girish has presented in the first presentation. The entire system is being developed by the Delhi government as such, in collaboration with the DSSI and DIMS. Basically, DIMS is for GPS. Otherwise, all layers and all groundwork is being done by the DSSI. The mission of fire services is to protect life and property, including the environment, from fire and other emergencies. You'll be surprised to know we are attending almost 15,000 calls per year, and that is a voluminous work. In doing so, we face a lot of challenges. There's a lot of population which is migrating, coming into the city. Infrastructure development is taking place. We are seeing a lot of buildings getting higher and higher. There is a shortage of space. Everybody is owning not 1, 2, 3 cars, so the roads are totally choked. We have a traffic problem, not only numbers, but slow moving, and the parking problem as well. We reach the site, we find that we can't enter a building because of the parking problem. We have movement of hazardous material in the city. We have gases moving in, ammonia, chlorine. We have hydrocarbon moving in. We have transportation of what we call the hazardous material. All these challenges which we are facing in effective delivery of our services to the society. In light of these challenges, risk management, preparedness, and mitigation have attained a new importance to us. Importance because we have to serve a society, and it's a question of life and death for people out there. And the response cannot be continually achieved without adequate planning and preparedness. Unless we plan something, we cannot achieve it. In addition, we have to prepare ourselves as well, so that we can effectively deliver what we want to. Historically, people have been, not only the fire services, everybody relied upon their experience which they have attained during the passage of time. They depend on the equipment which they have used over a period of time, and the communication, in addition, or above all, the teamwork with which they have worked, so that they can achieve success during any emergency. When a fire occurs, any delay in responding, fire crew can make a huge impact on rescue of occupants and versus the serious injury or death. Fast access to the critical information is therefore essential. Unless you have all the information available on your palm, you can neither rescue a people, neither you can save a life, and you cannot even extinguish the fire or control a fire in a given time frame. With the increased demand, fire services must utilize the best tool, techniques, and training methods to meet public expectation in saving life and property. And one of the emerging tools that can help the fire service to optimize delivery of its emergency services is GIS technology. How do we propose to utilize this technology in our system? GIS, as we are aware, combines layer of information about a place to give user a better understanding. GIS displays a geographic data as a map and layers. Layers which fire service can use is a street clear, buildings, fire hydrants, water supply, utility networks, that is gas and electrical power, topography, lakes and rivers where we can draw water supply, commercial and government buildings, locations of fire station, police stations, hospitals locations, schools, satellite and aerial imagery, historical incident or of emergency calls locations, so that we can derive the terrain of what is happening in an area, that is basically the risk assessment, fire demand zones, public occupancies, and so on and so forth. The task which can be performed on GIS is display of jurisdiction boundaries, including fire demand zones, layout of street and local network, defining mutual aid zones, geographic planning zones, locations of buildings, topographic features, incident trend analysis, displaying travel time along a road network, pipeline system, built-in fire protection devices, fully sprinkler building, location of fire alarm, underground tanks, critical care facilities that encompasses the entire fire protection which we envisage, which are provided in the building and which we feel that we should have a pre-knowledge before we respond to any emergency situation. In addition to the hazardous material which we are likely to encounter during any emergency. Pre-planned structures, locations, evacuation zone planning, where we are going to take those people if evacuation needs to be done, and damage assessment modeling, very much relevant in case of an earthquake or a structural collapse which is followed by a fire. The slide shows the build-up area of the Delhi as such. We have lat-longs of fire stations which have been marked on the map. We have hospitals marked, we have police stations marked, we have minor, major roads, bylanes, lanes, etc. We have water tanks, which are static tanks spread over the city, marked on the map. We have high-rise water tank associated with the high-rise building, which have been marked on the map. We have open green areas which can be used as a staging area in case of total evacuation, and a combined layer of all these looks like this. We have taken a CP Connaught Place area for our study purposes, and the model will be able to display the information of various fire safety parameters of the affected building, calculating point-to-point distances, and that is the real-time travel and not the aerial route, analyzing the nearest feature of interest with respect to the affected area. I have selected an incident in a Gopal Das building which is located at in a Connaught Place, Barakhamba Road, and it will display the attributes by placing a cursor on the affected building, analyzing the nearest feature of the interest with respect to the affected building, that is Gopal Das Bhavan. The nearest fire station it shows, when you place the cursor on it, it gives you a nearest fire station, that is Connaught Place, and the resources available at that Connaught Place fire station can be shown on the slide, can be seen in the slide. Number of fire station, the number of fire engines, the manpower available, the appliances, ambulance, etc. can be known, and decision can be made. What response is to be made, what personnel has to be sent, what is the level of personnel is to be sent, what type of fire engine is to be sent. The second nearest fire station can be located, that shows Rakabganj fire station, and again the name of the officer in charge, the resources available including manpower and hardware part can be known before dispatching. We have the best roads available to the incident. Then the hospital, in case of a casualties, we have to shift these people to the hospital, but the nearest hospital shows GB Pant Hospital, whether it can be capable of taking the burn injuries as well, whether it has a facilities for treating chemical poisoning cases as well. We can know rather than sending the people there and then getting them diverted to other specialized hospital, and wastage of time, thus leading to loss of life as well. Then we have the open staging area near the Gopal Das building. It clearly shows that open areas in green which are available. We have the nearest police station, says Sansad Marg police station available, and resources available at Sansad Marg police station can be seen. Next is the building information system, which will instantly display that how many staircases the building have, what is the height of the building, how much is the water capacity available, how many lifts are there, what are the escape routes, whether any refuge area is available, which are the staircases followed, what is the whether any ramps has been provided, and things like so and so forth. It also gives the plan of the building. You can have an access to the plan of the building, which staircase you should make an access to, from where you can evacuate. The entire plan is available on the screen, and we can guide the response people to make an entry into the building using those. Even the offices, the layout of the offices, the layout of the corridors can be marked on these layers. All this data is available with us, and hopefully in next 6 months or so we'll be able to use this system in collaboration with what Dr. Girish, Major Girish has presented before. The advantage of the system is the instance display of all the fire safety parameters of the concerned building, so that effective firefighting can be done and people can be evacuated. Shorter routes to the scene of the incident, so that time can be saved. Nearest fire station, hospital, that is the facilities available to the place of incident, and efficient management of the resources available at the nearest fire station. We can integrate the entire system with the GPS as well, and in the real-time basis we can be aware of the actual position of fire engines, so that resources can be diverted to the place of incident. And this has been done in collaboration with another department of Delhi, that is DIMS. And finally, we are basically looking at something like our fire control room like this, where controller is sitting in the fire control room, is virtually seeing the entire city on his video screen, and taking decision with the help of the tools available at his disposal. Thank you very much for the patience hearing.